Hey everyone, welcome back to Simplified Reads, where we keep stories honest, emotional, and easy to connect with. If you love books that make you feel something and stories that stay with you long after the last page, you're in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and drop a comment with a topic or book you'd like us to explore in the next video. Your ideas are what make this channel feel like home. There's a saying we all know too well: the book was better. And more often than not, it's true. Some books are just too rich, too detailed, or too emotional to be squeezed into 2 hours on screen. No matter how flashy the visuals or how famous the actors, there's a depth in the pages that the camera can't quite capture. Today, I'm sharing some books I believe are miles better than their movie adaptations, and why. Let's start with The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. The movie was sweet, sure, but the book? The book made you feel Hazel's pain, Gus's charm, and all the tiny, sharp moments that make teenage love in the face of death feel both unfair and breathtaking. The writing had this gentle humor and devastating honesty that just didn't hit the same on screen. Then there's Aragon by Christopher Paolini. The book pulled you into a deep world of dragons, magic, and rebellion. The movie, sadly, rushed it. Whole storylines were skipped. Characters were flattened. The awe, the history, the lore, all of it got lost in translation. Reading the book felt like soaring on Saphira's back. The movie felt more like a bumpy ride. The Giver by Lois Lowry is another one. That book made me think deeply about memory, freedom, and pain. It was subtle and haunting, but the movie tried to modernize it, adding action, speeding things up, and missing the quiet reflection that made the original so powerful. The book left you still and wondering. The film left you entertained. Now, The Lovely Bones by Alice Sebold. What a haunting book. Reading it felt like living between two worlds. The way Susie watches her family from the afterlife, the aching grief of those left behind, the slow process of healing. The book made you sit with it. The movie focused more on visuals and less on the depth. It looked beautiful, but didn't feel as deep. Percy Jackson and the Olympians by Rick Riordan? Few book fans know. The books were clever, hilarious, full of mythology, and had so much heart. The movie just aged up the characters, rewrote the plot, and lost the charm. The personality of Percy, the pacing, the cleverness, it all felt watered down on screen. Thankfully, the new series is fixing that. Another one that stands out is Divergent by Veronica Roth. The first book was gripping. The factions, the choices, the inner conflict, it pulled you in. But the movie moved fast, and by the time they adapted the final part, they didn't even finish the series properly. The emotion, especially between Triss and Four, never felt as raw on screen as it did in the book. Me Before You by Jojo Moyes is one that hit hard. The movie brought the story to life nicely, but it couldn't quite capture the quiet heartbreak in Louise's voice or the conflicted weight of Will's decision. The book made you feel every awkward, joyful, painful moment. And when it ended, you couldn't just cry. You sat in silence, changed. And Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs? The book was eerie, whimsical, and mysterious. It made you feel like you were discovering secrets right along with Jacob. The photos in the book gave it such a unique, creepy vibe. The movie? Fun, but very different. It lost that slow unraveling of mystery that made the book feel like a forgotten memory coming back to life. Then there's The Time Traveler's Wife by Audrey Niffenegger. The book wove together time, love, and tragedy in a way that was beautifully confusing. You felt every moment slipping away, every wait, every goodbye. The movie told the story, but the emotions felt rushed. The book lingered. It let you live the love and the pain. And finally, The Shining by Stephen King. Yes, the movie is a classic, but the book gets under your skin. It's not just horror. It's mental decay, addiction, isolation. The internal monologues, the slow burn. It's terrifying in a completely different way. Even Stephen King himself prefers the book over the film. Sometimes the problem is time. A book gives you days, even weeks, to sit with characters, to understand them. A movie gets 2 hours. Sometimes the problem is vision. Directors want something flashy, while the author wrote something quiet. Either way, they're just stories that are meant to be read, not watched. That's not to say movies are bad. Some are amazing. But for certain stories, the soul lives in the book. The way it's written, the time it takes, the silence between the words. And that's something no screen can truly replace. Thanks so much for hanging out with me here on Simplified Reads. Don't forget to hit subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments, what book do you think was way better than the movie? Let's get a list going. And hey, drop a suggestion for our next video too. I'm always looking for ideas from fellow readers like you.